Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is going to be a tarot review. This is for the Fortuna. I got the Amethyst Aura tarot deck. This is a deck that I've actually been drawn to for a while now, and I finally bit the bullet, as you might say, and purchased it. It is from Studio Artemy, and I'll put the link in the description box below. I ordered this at the end of February, and it is March 22nd. I think it's March 22nd. Yeah, it's March 22nd. Happy spring, everybody. I got this for myself as a birthday present because my birthday is Monday. So right on time for my birthday, right? But I live on the East Coast in the US. And this lady is in the UK. So if this is a deck that resonates with you, that sings to you, and you want to purchase, be prepared for that wait time. So it took almost about 3.5 weeks, right, to get to me. And I want to buy more of her decks and a couple of her journals, but I just got this one because it was expensive. Now, here's the thing. I got it when it was on sale for $55 US, but I ended up paying for shipping. So, and that's fine. It's just, I get bitter about the shipping. I would rather pay $85 with free shipping than to have to pay $55 plus $35 for shipping. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it. So let's see what we got here. Nicely packaged. Let's see what we got. Thank you card. Thank you for ordering something from Studio Artemy. Again, I'll put her link in the description box below. Oh, I got a 10% off my next purchase coupon. I really dig this. A lot of people are, you know, well, this is a pip deck. And that's fine. I'm not, there are so many pip decks out there that it's, you know, neither here nor there. I got this because, and there are other people that have reviewed this deck, and it's a quality deck. It's made with purpose, right? So let's see. The Fortuna Tarot deck. The Fortuna Tarot deck is a 79 card deck. So there's an extra card in here. Designed to help you unlock your potential and turn your purpose into gold, combining ancient alchemical principles, tarot, numerology, and astrology. You will embark on a new journey within toward clarity and enlightenment, opening the gates of the occult and spirituality. Created by Maria J. I'm sorry for chopping up your name. Fajardo Prena. StudioArtemy.com. This is, again, the Amethyst Aura deck. I got it because it's, yes, it's holographic, right? You see that holographic, hopefully. But silver, right? I have a thing about silver. The Emerald deck, which, you know, I had been weighing whether or not I wanted to get the bundle with both of the decks or not. Because the Emerald deck is beautiful and it reminds me of someone special to my heart. But that one has the gold holographic, and I'm not a fan of gold, so I figured I would just start off with the amethyst one since this rich royal purple is one of my favorite colors. So, nice sturdy box. We have a key on this side, and at the bottom of this box should be the keyhole. Let's see. Nice, lovely book. We will get into this book as well. There's the keyhole. And it says, open the gates of occult knowledge. Isn't that nice? Nice thick box. It's got the, it's very soft, but it's very thick. And these cards, look at that. I mean, they're like a solid color, right? And so they're a matte finish, right? But it's got that rose petal feel texture to it. But it's they feel like they'd be nice to shuffle. I'm not going to shuffle them just yet because we have to take a look at all of them. But let's take a look at the book, because a lot of the reviews just do the flip throughs. And you know, I flipped through most of the tarots and everything. There she is. There's the creator. But I wanted to take a look at how this book is created, given the fact that Fata Viam Inventient, fate will find a way. Given the fact that I want to know, first of all, how she writes, and on top of that, she combines astrology and numerology and different aspects to the deck. So it's not just a pip deck, right? It has additional not enchantments, but additional connection on each card. Okay, so the 36 Deacons. Tarot is a divination system with a lot of history and depth that combines hidden elements found in other practices, not only through its imagery, but also its unique symbolism. Here, we see a strong correlation to astrology and numerology as something deeply rooted in the meaning of each card. Astrology is a system more ancient than tarot, and so the tarot can be seen as an extension of the same language. Whether you already have some knowledge about this subject or not, my aim through this work is to help you understand the connection between the two. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not going to read all of the book, but so here we go with the astrological correspondences for the Minor Arcana, 36 Deacons. Lovely. So we have the numerology, we have the signs, and then we have the suits, right? So for instance, I'm an Aries, right? Aries, numbers in numerology, 2, 3, 4, wands. Okay, so that's a fire sign. Wands is fire. So this is Sagittarius, 8, 9, 10, wands. Here's Leo, 5, 6, 7, wands. And then we go Taurus, earth element, right? 5, 6, 7, pentacles. Do you see how all of this comes together? I probably should have gotten a close-up of it, but you know, I get lost. So, so here we go. Nice little focus. There you go. Okay. Nice little connections here. Aries, Mars, the Sun, and Venus are the deacons. We've got some dates here. Cards, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Sign, Libra, Deacon, the Moon, Saturn, Jupiter. Dates and card, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. That's funny because Aries and Libra are opposite signs, right? And, you know, they complement one another. Taurus and Scorpio, opposite signs, they complement one another. So we have fire and air, earth and water, air, fire, water, earth, fire, air, earth, water. Lovely, isn't it? This is nicely done. Spiritual alchemy. Nice little let's see. Let me read this. Hold on just a second. So she has like explanations of the different elements here. Let's see. Let me read this. I will read it. During the Renaissance period, alchemy was widely used in magic rituals. Alchemy is defined as a branch of natural philosophy, where an alchemist attempts to purify, mature, and perfect material to obtain the desired outcome. An alchemist is therefore seen as someone who can master all the elements as they please. Such an individual is also known to be a magician. The purpose behind alchemical practices was to turn base metals into noble metals, particularly gold. One of the main works as an alchemist was to obtain the elixir of life, also known as lapis philosophorum, or the philosopher's stone, which would grant the drinker of the elixir eternal life or eternal youth. The philosopher's stone is therefore seen as a symbol of completion through which one has attained perfection, bliss, and enlightenment. The efforts expended to obtain such results are known as the magnum opus, also known as the great work. The work of Hermes Trismegistus has been a point of reference for those who have delved into the subject of alchemy. In the 42 books attributed to him, he develops his own theory of spiritual alchemy, also known as Hermetic alchemy, which explains the differences and similarities between the physical and spiritual practice of alchemy as a whole. With this, we can conclude that spiritual alchemy can be seen as a philosophy that explains the transformation process that happens inside of us after the transmutation of our personalities, letting go of old paradigms while we embark on a journey toward enlightenment by purifying our souls. And that is what this deck is all about. The alchemical process can be divided in 7 steps, which can be attributed to each of the elements found in each suit from the minor arcana. This does not necessarily mean the following descriptions define what each suit entails, but rather how the spiritual alchemical process, where we study the purification process the soul experiences toward enlightenment, can be appreciated through the different cards and elements found within the minor arcana. So we have calcination, dissolution, which is wands fire. Within the suit of wands or fire, we understand the process of calcination, where we experience destruction and loss. Once our old self is dissolved, a new version of our consciousness can be born into existence. Separation, swords, air. Within the suit of swords, air, we see how, through isolation and separation, we are able to understand how each element in our lives has its own unique energy, vibration, and purpose. In order to find completion, we first need to let go of what does not serve us, as well as face our fear of solitude. Conjunction, fermentation, distillation, cups, water. Within the suit of cups, water, we experience healing, union, and purification. It is through this that we understand the power of the consciousness and how we are able to transcend the limitations we face within the mundane world by restoring our emotional state and purifying the soul, breaking with old paradigms and generational trauma. Coagulation, Pentacles, Earth. Within the suit of Pentacles, Earth, we find replenishment and abundance, something we can observe in nature. Just as a tree blooms every year to then decline until it perishes, the same happens within our souls. In order to fully understand abundance, we also need to experience its absence. That is quite beautiful. Okay, fate and destiny. Fate comes from the Latin word fatum, meaning that which has been spoken. Destiny derives from the Latin word destinare, meaning that which has been firmly established. Major Arcana. The Major Arcana is composed of 22 cards, also known as trump cards, that represent our life lessons as well as depict different archetypal themes and figures we embody in this journey called life. This is why the Major Arcana represents one's karma and spiritual lessons. The Minor Arcana describes the different steps of our soul's journey toward enlightenment. When a Major Arcana card shows up in a reading, we are being called to reflect on the core meaning that the lesson represents in our life at this moment in time. Oftentimes, when many Major Arcana cards appear in a reading, it depicts a wake-up call as well as a series of long-term events one cannot skip through or find shortcuts to. These must be experienced fully to make sure every mystery is unraveled and lessons are learned. Well, that is a wonderful description of the Major Arcana. So here's the descriptions, starting with the Seeker, which is the Fool card, right? So we have reversal meanings here. An arrow can only be shot by pulling backward. It is not the destination, but the journey that shapes us. Isn't that nice? She has nice little quotes for each one of them, looks like. Let's find out. And I want to see... yeah, so some of them are renamed. The Oracle would be the Hierophant, right? The Chariot, Strength. Okay, so Strength is number 8 in this deck. Good to know. Fortuna, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's see. Death, the Devil, Tower, Star, Moon, Sun, Judgment. The Universe. So the Universe is the World card, right? Just see the World. Sun. Okay. So the Universe is the World card, which is the last card. Okay, so Magnum Opus. So this must be the extra card. I will read this when we get to it. Let's start diving deep into this. Okay, so let me do my measure. My approximate goofy measure here. So they are approximately about 4.5 inches or 11.5 centimeters by about just under 3 inches or about 7.5 centimeters. It's a nice size deck. Let me do a close-up view here. I know it looks silver, but it's holographic. Can you see that? Holographic. Let me know. I can't see it on my camera, but it is holographic. Okay. So let's flip through these, and when we get to the magnum opus, I will read that definition for us. This is a little bit longer than I usually do, but look, we have some signs up here. Let me go to the seeker. Let me see if she has any information here. Okay, so the seeker, beginnings, optimism, carelessness, rebellion, astrological influence is Uranus. So this must be the Uranus sign. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer, so I think that's the sign for Uranus. Let's see. I know that this is. Let's find out. This is Mercury, right? So planetary symbolism, right? This card is renamed to represent the querent in the reading, as the word querent means one who seeks. It is our inner curiosity that pushes us to embark on a new journey, seeking to find our truth, sometimes to find the answers we seek. We must wander, as exploration is part of the process of self-discovery. What is important about the journey is the lessons we learn through it, rather than racing to the end destination. The planet Uranus is directly connected with innovation and discovery, and is the ruler of the 11th house in astrology, which represents one's hopes and dreams. Wow, isn't that something? I like how that was done. I do. Let me know what you think of that. Okay, so flipping through again. Sorry, I'm just so fascinated with these cards. They are beautiful. And of course, this is the back, in case I forgot to show you that. I know it looks silver right now, but it's, when I'm looking at it in real life, it's the holographic. I don't know if you could see the colors in it, but I see the different beautiful colors. My camera is kind of crappy anyway, so just take my word for it. It's a holographic silver, okay? The Magician. And then we have the High Priestess. So these are the planetary rulers, right? The Empress. Isn't that pretty? The Emperor. Yeah. So Aries rules over the Emperor card. Beautiful, beautiful. The Oracle, or the better known as the Hierophant. Taurus, right? Beautiful. The Keys of Knowledge, maybe? I'm not going to read it. I know this is taking a long time for a flip through, but I'm just so fascinated by this deck. It's just, and the cards feel so lovely. I can't wait to start playing with this deck. We have Strength, Leo. That is beautiful. The Hermit, Virgo, right? Fortuna. Now this is the Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Beautiful. Sun and Moon. That's beautiful. The Hanged One. I love how they put the Hanged One instead of the Hanged Man. The Hanged One. Whoever it is that needs to view things from a different perspective, gain patience and understanding from other aspects, right? From different viewpoints. Death. Isn't that beautiful? I think this is like, what is that? I know a lot of people call it the death moth, but is it the moon? The Luna moth? The Luna death moth or something like that? That's what it reminds me of. Transformation. You know, what was that? Silence of the Lambs, right? I just showed my age. Okay. I don't care. My birthday's in a few days. So alchemy. So this is beautiful that this traditionally is temperance, right? Now, temperance is about having patience. She's, the character is in the traditional tarot is combining liquids in two different vessels to create a perfect balance, right? And that requires a great deal of patience and understanding and, trial and error, right? It's not going to be without practice that we are able to get things just right the first time, unless we've been practicing for quite some time, right? The Devil, isn't that pretty? I like how this is like an image of a mirror to me, right? The other side of the looking glass. Isn't that something? Shadow side. Definitely. Oh, and you know that I will be reading through all of these on my own, right? I am in love with this deck. I've been wanting this deck for a while, so I'm glad that I finally got it. So here we are with the Tower. Isn't this impressive? I just want to go over to the Tower and see durability is not measured by power, but by how a structure is able to hold up over time. Only what is built on a solid foundation will continue to prosper. Isn't that something? Astrological influence is Mars. I think it's Scorpio and Mars, isn't it? The Tower card. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if anybody is knowledgeable in that subject. The Star. Now the Star is my favorite card in the tarot deck. Doesn't matter what deck. what the star card represents is I hold great value in. So the star card has always been my favorite card, but look how beautiful this card is. Of course, Aquarius, right? That is gorgeous. I really dig that. The moon card. Oh, how beautiful is this? So gorgeous. Oh, and look at this sun card. Now, I mean, now you can't see it. Maybe you can. Like, there's different, the holograph, this silver holograph stuff is, I mean, different colors and stuff. Oh my goodness, can you see that? That is amazeballs. Okay, moving on. Judgment. That is beautiful. The universe. I really dig this a lot. That is gorgeous. Okay. So here we are with the magnum opus. And it says, magic, transmutation, command, expertise, fire, water, air, earth. So all of the elements, okay? All of the elements right here. Magnum opus is an alchemical term, also known as the great work, for the process of working on the materia prima in order to obtain the philosopher's stone, also known as the elixir of life. It describes the personal and spiritual transmutation our soul experiences toward enlightenment. The magnum opus card is therefore connected with magic and expertise. How, after freeing our minds from the mundane limitations, we connect with the ultimate life force, spirit, or the universe. This card is a reminder that we have the ability to alter our reality based on our thoughts as our words becomes actions. What you believe to be true, so it will be. The magnum opus card is seen as the union between all elemental forces, fire, water, air, and earth, which leads to ether, also called quintessence or void. Reversed, be wary of your thoughts, for they can be a prison that restrains the true essence of the soul. And then in the big letters, it says, I create as I speak through my words. The world around me changes as I please. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so I've read that. Now we know what this is all about. Beautiful. So now we go with candles, which is wands, right? Fire element, fire. So we have the ace of candles, the two of candles or wands or fire, whichever you choose. She's calling it candles, we'll call it candles. 3 of candles, 4 of candles. Remember, this is our marriage card, right? Five of candles, 6 of candles, quite beautiful. 7, 8, 9 of candles, 10 of candles. Nice little symbolism up here. You can look up later. Princess of Candles. So this must be, let me just go, Suit of Candles. Suit of Candles, traditionally depicted as wands, represents the inner spark of the joy of human existence. As Buddha said, 1,000 candles can be lit from the same candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. This suit represents our life force, passion, and inspiration, but also the violence and rage contained within our shadow self. The fire burning inside each one of us can either unify or separate us when is shared. Therefore, the ultimate lesson of the Suit of Candles is to realize that darkness is merely the absence of light. Learning how to work with our shadow self can help us to unravel the secrets of spirituality and enlightenment, which can only be done by integrating our shadows and mastering our ego. Okay, so let me go over to the, okay. So the Princess of Candles, traditionally known as the page. So we've got princesses are the pages, and the Prince of Candles, traditionally known as the knight. Oh, okay. As the knight. So this is, Princess is the page of candles. Yes, I know, Phyllis. What's happening? I know. What are you doing? Are you keeping a lookout? All right. She's keeping a lookout for something. There's a squirrel that's sitting outside the front door and likes to tease her. So she might be getting upset. Prince of Candles. I can't help it, folks. It's wildlife. They have a thing. And apparently the squirrel is just not intimidated whatsoever, but really enjoys teasing her. It's fine. So we have the Queen of Candles. Isn't that beautiful? We have the King of Candles. Okay, elixirs, that should be cups, right? Let me read the elixirs. Suit of Elixirs. The Suit of Elixirs, traditionally depicted as cups, holds the beverage that contains the essence of our emotional existence. Both our sensitivity and consciousness are poured into these elixirs. Our feelings can sometimes fluctuate from a tempting love potion to a bittersweet memory. We drink these elixirs to inhibit our feelings or to celebrate our accomplishments. Elixirs, therefore, contain the liquid gold that can either poison us or purify our hearts. This suit represents purification, healing, and union. Through the Suit of Elixirs, or cups, we share our happiness as well as our vulnerability. This suit is connected with the intuitive and receptive aspect of our existence, teaching us that what is meant to be will always find its way to us. There is no such thing as a half-empty or half-full glass, since the expression of our souls as a whole cannot be measured or physicality or by our physicality only, but by our ability to connect with higher realms and acknowledge the divinity around us. Okay, that is something. Okay, so we start off with the Ace. Two of Cups, it's our soulmate card, right? Three of Cups. Four of Cups. These are just beautiful cards. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. 10 of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? Just so pretty. Are you seeing any of this holograph? Let me know in the description box below. This holograph stuff is really cool. And it would really break my heart if you can't see it at all, right? But obviously, videos are not going to be nearly as good as in real life. But at least you get an idea, right? So we have the Princess of Elixirs, also known as the Page, right? Princess, Page, Prince, Knight, right? Prince Charming right here, right? Queen of Elixirs. It's beautiful. King of Elixirs. Lovely. This almost feels like Atlantean to me. Which, you know, appropriate, right? So, Ace of Keys. So this is probably swords. Let's find out. Let us find out. I'm flipping. Here we go. Suit of Keys. The Suit of Keys, traditionally depicted as swords. Oh, I was right. Holds the secret of our human consciousness and opens the gates of the occult and higher knowledge. Oftentimes, our thoughts and mental patterns can present themselves as the most difficult challenge for us to overcome, locking us in a specific state of mind. Only those brave enough to face their fears are willing to learn what is behind those closed doors. Sometimes we face duality, or perhaps it is a broken heart. We bury those memories and lock them in our subconscious mind so that we can forget about them, yet they keep chasing us. The Suit of Keys also represents the traits and confrontations we must encounter to transcend our own pain, to fully surrender so that we can find peace. Knowledge is power. Understanding our pain helps us heal. When a door closes, another one opens. The Suit of Keys ultimately represents the healing journey our soul experiences when it goes from living in a cage to reaching complete freedom. Isn't that something? How beautiful is that? So, air element, right? Keys is swords. So, the Two of Keys, Three of Keys. So this would also be the Three of Swords, right? Probably the prettiest Three of Swords I've seen, right? The Four of Keys. I like how they chose keys instead of swords. I think that that's appropriate. So we have the Five of Keys, Six of Keys, Seven, Eight of Keys. It's beautiful. Nine of Keys. Oh, I can't wait to play with these cards. 10 of Keys. Oh, look how pretty that is. This is Princess of Keys, or like the Page of Swords, right? So the Page of Swords is the spy master. Look at this. Knowing the Page of Swords is a spy master, look at this. It just reminds you of looking through a keyhole and spying on somebody. I'm just saying. That's how I connect to things, I guess. Prince of Keys, also known as the Knight of Swords, right? beautiful. Queen of Keys. King of Keys. Okay. Okay, so going over to talismans. Let's read talismans. So this is obviously going to be Pentacles. Let's see what we've got. Suit of Talismans. The Suit of Talismans, traditionally known as Pentacles, represents the inherited value of concentrated objects to preserve the spiritual powers contained in them. Since ancient times, humans have turned highly vibrational objects into talismans to use these objects' energy to bring more prosperity into their lives, as well as for protection against evil forces. From pendants and mirrors to swords and even silk cloths, people have used talismans to honor their connection with the spirit world. The Suit of Talismans, or Pentacles, offers us grounding, protection, and abundance. The Suit of Talismans therefore emphasizes the connection between the spirituality, or the spiritually charged object and the owner, creating a unique match, as talismans could only be used by those who cast the spell on them. This suit is a reminder of your innate power to bring affluence of any kind into your life. Isn't that something? So we have the Ace, the Two of Talismans. I wish you could see the holographic. Maybe you can. I don't know. We'll see in the editing room, right? Three of Talismans. Four of Talismans. Five of Talismans. Six of Talismans. Seven of Talismans. Eight of Talismans. Nine of Talismans. 10 of Talismans. We have the Princess of Talismans. How pretty is that? Okay, come on now. The Prince of Talismans. Wow, that is something. I like that. Can you see the... It's changing colors. Just trust me on that one. The Queen of Talismans. Ooh, that is gorgeous. It's beautiful. And the King of Talismans. Isn't that something? I like that. I hope you can see all of the beautiful colors that it is emanating. If you cannot, trust me, it is. It's quite gorgeous. I love it. Oops, let me zoom out. All right, so there we are with this beautiful deck. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this deck simply because of the fact that, you know, it's my birthday present to me. Happy birthday to me. I can't wait to start playing with this, and I am definitely going to start playing with them right away after I get done putting this video up on the YouTubies. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and again, this is the Fortuna Tarot deck. It is the Amethyst Aura deck. I'm not going to put it back in the box because I'm going to be playing with it. But, oh wow, it feels nice to shuffle. That is a nice deck. The cards are, they have this thickness about them, but they're not, as you can see, they're not, they're thin, right? They look thin, but they have a firmness to them. It's very high quality, very high quality. They've got that rose petal feel to them. Very beautiful. I wish you could see the holographic silver instead of just the silver. Hopefully you can. It is quite beautiful. Let's see what we've got. Can you see them? As I'm shuffling the different holographicness. Quite beautiful, gorgeous. All of these different wonderful colors. I love it. Beautiful. So that's that. That is the Fortuna Amethyst Aura deck. And I personally love it. I think that it's wonderful. I can't wait to play with it. If you enjoy it, I'll put a link to her website in the description box below. Keep in mind that, you know, she does charge for shipping. And depending on where in the world you are at, that will probably depend on how much shipping you would pay. And it took me about 3.5 weeks to receive it. And I'm on the East Coast in the US. So, and this is obviously coming from the UK. So there's that. She's an independent artist. If there are other decks on her website that you would like for me to review, just let me know and I'll see what I can do about obtaining them and reviewing them. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful rest of March, and I will see you on the next video.